What's up, everybody? I just did the video, the first part of the video of my beer mail video, which you will probably, I don't know which one of these you'll see first, but done the first part of a beer mail video where I got some my first beer mail from YouTube user Steeljan, the New Zealand IPA that she made. So while I had the camera out, I thought I would share with you some other things that's going on. Not a whole lot, but just kind of show you what's on tap here and go over some things. You've seen the video on my first two all grains, the what turned out to be the Not Quite Bridgeport IPA. That was my first all grain with my outdoor equipment. Then actually after that one I did a brewing a bag on the stove with the Hoppy Tire recipe, which is a fat tire recipe with some extra hops. And not sure about that one. Everybody that's drank it really likes it. I don't know if I like it or not. I don't know. I'm giving it some time to age. You know how you make those quick decisions, say, well, I don't know if I'll do this again. And then right when it runs out, when you should have let it age that long, it tastes really good. And you say, oh, okay. But it's different. It's definitely different. It does have that good biscuit flavor that you get in a fat tire. But the hoppiness is just different with this recipe. I don't know what it is, but it's good. It's very drinkable. It's very good, but I just don't know if I like it. Then my last batch was the Victory Hop Devil clone. Both of these came from Austin Homebrew Supply, so these were both kits from there. On this one, I overshot the Bridgeport IPA. I overshot my boil volume by like a gallon. Ended up with a gallon more wort than I should have. On this one, I undershot it because well, if you go back and look at my second all grain batch video, you'll see. I won't explain all that again, but that Victory Hop Devil, I have sampled it side by side with a Victory Hop Devil, a bottle of it that I bought just to, you know, do a side by side, and that's why I put almost Victory Hop Devil. I don't know if I can go almost. It's really good. I actually like it better than the Bridgeport IPA clone I did. The hops there, the aroma, the smell, all that's there, but the grain, and I'm not looking at my sheet right now. I can't remember what the grain bill is for that, but it's missing that taste. Whatever it is that I get from that one particular grain. I know it's not the two-row. I'm assuming. Like I say, I'm still a newbie at this, but it's a very good beer. And I would make it again in a heartbeat, but it's not a Victory Hop Devil. So what do? Still good beer. So I may do a pour on this video. I don't know, and just kind of show you. I probably will, just to show you the two. At least you've already seen the Bridgeport, so I may just pour the Victory Hop Devil and the Hoppy Tire just to let you see them. But one thing I wanted to talk to you about, and I guess I'll go ahead and talk to you about this, is as you can see, the old Kegerator has two taps. And now that I'm getting a little pipeline going, obviously I have 3 beers going right now and 2 taps. I want to get 4 going. With 3, obviously I needed to add a regulator, and I'm not going to move everything around. You can see how crowded, I hope you can see. My light burned out, or actually I knocked it out, but you can see I got 3 kegs sitting there, and behind those 3 kegs is a 10-pound CO2 tank. And I last week ordered a 3rd regulator. So I had a dual body regulator that I bought from Keg Connection when I bought this setup originally. So I didn't, you know, I wanted to be able to keep all 3 beers carbed at the same time. I didn't want to have to go in and change out my ends. Can't even think straight. I didn't want to have to go and change my CO2 in to, you know, different tanks to let one carb and then let the other one sit and go back and forth, back and forth. So I just went ahead and ordered another regulator and stuck it on there. It was very simple. I know I didn't show it to you, but I'll try to find a picture of my original setup or something and maybe throw a picture up there at this point in the video and let you see it. But and I didn't video it while I was doing it. It's pretty straightforward. I mean, you got a dual body regulator with the CO2 gauge at the end of it. You take the CO2 gauge off, you add the other body for the regulator, for the third tank, and then just put the CO2 regulator back on the end. So it was pretty straightforward. So now I can carb 3 kegs, and I still don't have 3 spouts, but I do have the 2 Perlock faucets. I said spouts, I don't know what I'm saying. I need 3 faucets, but I do have the 2 original ones, and I already had this party tap, so that's what the Hoppy Tire is on. So at least I can dispense 3 beers now, if I can keep the flow going, and hopefully as things progress I will have 4. And birthday and Christmas coming up, I was told to slow down on my purchasing so somebody would have something to buy me. So that's one reason why I didn't buy another faucet. So hopefully for birthday or Christmas I will get another 525 forward sealing stainless steel faucet to go there or there, and then eventually have all 4 there. So what I wanted to say after saying all that was I need to get that CO2 tank out of there to be able to get a 4th keg in there. And I guess at some point in time I'll have to drag everything out to show it to you. But those of you that have kegs, this is the Kegerators, this is the question for you. They have a full-size refrigerator like I do, that have your CO2 tank sitting outside. It takes up a lot of room, and I'll never get another. I'll never get a 4th keg in there unless I move the tank outside. It's simple enough to move outside, but my question is, those of you that have a refrigerator as a Kegerator, where do I need to worry about drilling a hole on the side of this bad boy? I'm assuming on the side and not the back, to run the CO2 tank line in. You know, what I'll envision doing is setting the tank outside and having one supply line going in. I can buy the supply line from Keg Connection. They already have it. I know they sell it. I'll drill a hole big enough to get that line through to go from my CO2 tank inside to the what I have now, which is a 3-body regulator, and eventually a 4, and I'll just hang it from the top somewhere inside. But I guess I just need to do some research, but I thought somebody may know. Maybe you can have already done this and let me know. It's a gosh, I've got my board covering up the brand of refrigerator that it is. I guess it's a Hot Point, probably generic. I have to scoot it out, maybe look on the back of it before I throw this video up on YouTube, let you know exactly what it is. But that's what I need to know. I need to know where I can drill on this bad boy to get a CO2 line, you know, a high pressure line for my CO2 tank, so I can set my CO2 tank outside and make room for more beer. So there you go. That's what I need to know. And having said all that, if that doesn't confuse you too bad, I'm going to pour a couple of beers and show you that, and then we'll be done. All right, I hope you can hear me. The Kegerator's kicked on here, so it's kind of loud, but I'm going to do a pour of the almost Victory Hop Devil, and just let you see this bad boy. Like I say, it's a really good beer. I guess it's been in the keg maybe 2 weeks now. I don't know. I'd have to go back and look at my notes. I suck at remembering anything, but it does have good head retention. I've already had this beer, drank it several times. You can see the clarity. I've got the label on the back side there, so a little bit of chill haze going on. But I mean, this is a really good beer. It's probably my favorite so far out of anything I've made, and I would definitely make it again. It's not a Victory Hop Devil. The aroma is really good. This had the try to peek at my notes here, the Amarillos and the Kent Goldings. So you definitely get the nice aroma, and the head retention is very good. The lacing is good. Like I say, I've had this beer several times now, but and it seems to be getting better with age, like most beers do. But I guess what it's missing, the recipe, you know, had 8 ounces of Carapils, 8 ounces of Crystal 60, or I'm sorry, 8 ounces of Cara Munich was the first one, not Carapils, and 8 ounces of Crystal 60 and 8 ounces of Munich, along with the, I guess, 11, 12, 13 pounds of 2-row, whatever it was. You can go back and look. But I don't know where I guess the sweetness is what's not there, and I don't know how I missed that or where I missed it. Maybe the recipe is just not a good recipe for that. I don't know, but it's not there. The the sweetness, the little caramel flavor, whatever that flavor is, and I am the world's worst at trying to describe what something tastes like. So if you've had a Victory Hop Devil, you know what that flavor is. Maybe you can explain it to me, where that flavor comes from. I'd love to know. Good flavor. It's not got a real heavy bite to it. You do get a front end bitterness, and it does linger a little bit, you know, in the back on the palate. So it's really good. I like it. It's very enjoyable. So we'll finish this off, and then I'll pour the Hoppy Tire from the party tap. Got one more to pour for you here, the Hoppy Tire, and like I say, it's on the party tap inside here, so I'm hoping you can see this good enough. Plenty of carbonation, probably too much carbonation. Alright, there you go. Like I say, it pours pretty heavy out of the party tap, but sun's went down, so I'm going to try to get some light on this thing so you can see it. Nice pretty amber color, copper color, I guess you would say. Pretty clear, but it's a good looking beer. And I won't even begin to tell you what all was in this. I can put it in the more info section, I guess. Like I say, it was a Fat Tire clone that a guy did on another forum, and he hopped his up a little bit, and I went above and beyond what he did on the hops. And I think I don't know. I don't know what I'm tasting this, if it's over hopped or for this much malt. The caramel flavors are definitely there. It's just very malty, so I think it's just too much hops for this type of beer. It's good. It's really good. It's one of those you drink it and then it leaves you wanting some more later. When you drink it, you're not quite sure, but then you go, you know, a little bit and you think, oh, that's actually pretty good. I'll try it again. But it's got nice head retention and lacing on this beer. Like I say, I've had several of these. This was only a 2-gallon batch. I brew in a bag on the stove, so don't know whether I would do that exact same grain bill with those hops in a 5-gallon batch, but I would tone the hops down a little bit because it is pretty close to a Fat Tire. It's just very malty, and that may be some temperature problems or something like that. But a lot of caramel smell on the nose. We really don't get a lot of hop smell on the nose, I don't think. Most of the grain comes through the caramel smell. I don't know how to explain it. I can't explain it. That's my latest couple of beers, and like I say, my next beer will probably either be like a Dogfish Head recipe or maybe Steel Jan's New Zealand IPA recipe. I don't know what I'll do next. I think the New Zealand's probably definitely going to be in the mix if I enjoy it, which I'm sure will. So there you go. Got any suggestions on getting the CO2 tank outside the kegerator? Lay it on me. And I guess that's it for now. We'll come up with something later on down the road. Appreciate you coming by the blog and the YouTube channel. Don't know if this will make it to the blog. Sometimes it does, sometimes it don't. But go visit the blog. You'll see that also down in the more info section later. Magic stick, magic stick, magic stick, magic stick.